Our next port of call is going to be the Linux File System Hierarchy Standard, the FHS. This defines the directory structure for all Linux systems, ensuring that we have a standardized and consistent view of our file systems on Linux systems. Key directories include the bin directory for binary files, the etc directory for server configuration files, home directory for user home directories, and the USR directory for Unix system resources. Using the FHS, we're able to maintain a consistent look and feel of the file system across distributions and aids ease of use. So why don't we see if we can find our file system and use the tree command to be able to display those prominent directories. And here we are back on that glorious desktop system. And look at this, we have our command line open, but we're in the USR source Linux directory, which we don't really need to be. Using the command cd by itself, I'm able to move back to my home directory. From here, I'm going to go through and clear the screen with Control and L. And if I look at running the tree command, we get a very helpful message coming back. Remember, Ubuntu was meant to be a user-friendly distribution, and it gives me some ways that I can install the package tree. I'm going to go back and use my sudo apt install tree. And as I go through, I'm prompted to authenticate to the sudo system, and the package is going to be installed. It's very small, so it installs very quickly. With that installed, I'm going to clear my screen again, Control and L, and I'm going to use tree. I only want to look at one level, not all of the levels, and I want to look at one level from the root file system down. Now let's just clear the screen and up arrow key so we can spend a little bit more time looking at the command. The -L is uppercase, and there has to be a space before the number that we specify for the levels, and we're looking at our root file system. Now I've got a larger font here, so it scrolls off the screen, but if I go back, we can start seeing some of those more prominent directories. I have the bin directory for binary files, so think bin for binary. We have the home directory for our user home directories. The lib and lib64 directory for library modules. As we move a little bit further down, we have the sbin directory for supervisory programs, supervisory binary programs. With these covered, I'm going to scroll down a little bit further, and we can see the temp directory, TMP, for temp files, the USR directory for a collection of Unix system resources, and the var directory for variable data such as log files. So the tree command can be really useful for giving you a kind of graphical display of our file system. But it doesn't matter whether it was Ubuntu that I was looking at or whether it was Red Hat. The layout of the file system would be similar.